Hello, welcome to our Wednesday devotional. Thank you again for joining me. I trust this will be a blessing and a challenge to you as we share just a couple thoughts to help your middle of the week go a little smoother. I received a phone call on Saturday from a dear lady who had been a member of our church. She and her husband had been a member of our church, and they had moved to Florida. And after they moved to Florida, things went well for a short time, and then her husband passed away, I think 10 months after they'd moved there. She found a church and was trying to serve the Lord, and that pastor passed away. And she had a special need, and she didn't have a pastor, so she called here, her former pastor, and she said, "Pastor, I need to talk to somebody." And she said, "I'm not sure you even remember me." When she identified herself, I certainly did remember her and her husband and quite a few details because they had been such a blessing to us while they were here. But she said, "I'm not sure you remember me." And I thought about the fact that I don't have the greatest memory. I don't remember everyone. But we have a God that knows us and loves us and remembers us. In fact, it's amazing to me that he does. Why would he remember me? Why would he remember things that are happening in my life? Well, here's the verse that I read just a couple of days ago in the 144th Psalm. It says this, the psalmist, I think, was thinking like I was. "Lord, what is man that thou takest knowledge of him? Or the son of man that thou visitest him?" What an interesting question. What is man? We're not much, if the truth were told, but our God knows us, takes account of us. I want to share with you 2 or 3 things about him that I know that can be a blessing to us. The first thing I know is this: he does know us. No matter how insignificant we may be in the whole scheme of things, he knows us. Sometimes I tell people when I'm at meetings with other pastors that I'm just over here in Milford taking care of my little corner of the world. I don't think many people know me. I'm not really too bothered whether they do or not. I enjoy serving the Lord right where I am, and I'm happy about that. But God looks down upon the whole world with all the countries and all the big cities and all the big churches and all the big places. And he looks down to one of the smallest states in the Union. He looks down to a relatively small church compared to many, many mega churches. And he knows me. Isn't that a blessing? Not only that, he knows you. There are some people, even in our church, who come fairly often that I cannot call by name. But God can. God knows us. Aren't you glad? God knows you, and he knows me. Second thing is this: he knows our problems. I wish I could say that you're a Christian, you love the Lord, you won't have problems, but we do. And he knows our problems. He knows the heartache you're carrying today. A family came in not long ago with a heartache that was terrible. They were grieving over a situation, and they shared it with me, and we prayed together. At that point, there was nothing I could do except to pray for them. But the fact is, I did not know about that problem until they told me. But I was able to tell them, God knows. He remembers who we are. He remembers our problems. What a joy it is to know we serve a God who, though he's the creator of the universe, and though he knows everyone, he does know everyone, including you and me. And he personally knows our problems. Because he knows our problems, he knows our needs. What a blessing that is. We go to him sometimes and say, "Lord, I need this," or "I need that," or "Lord, did you realize that this is happening?" Well, of course he did. But he knows our needs. What a blessing it is to know that. And most importantly, you know this, but I'm sharing it with you as an encouragement. He loves us. He loves us. There are people who are not very lovely, people who are not very lovable, people that are hard to love, but God loves us. God loves you. God loves me. God loves us when we're not very lovable. He loves us when we're not very lovely. He loves us not because of who we are or what we've done. He loves us because of who he is. God is love. The psalmist said, "What is man that thou art mindful of him? What is man that thou takest knowledge of him?" Well, I don't know that we're very much, but he loves us, and he knows us. He knows our needs, and he's prepared a way that we can be with him in heaven. Now, those of us who are saved, not only does he know us, he owns us as his children. We're related to him. What a joy it is. How thrilled we should be today that he knows us, he loves us, and we're related to the King. Have a good day knowing that he cares for you. God bless you.